and Building a New American Middle Class by John Hope Bryant. Summary. My mother, Juanita Murray Smith, passed on September 10th, 2023 in Fayetteville, Georgia, but her legacy lives on now in me. I'm a spiritual person, and so, quoting a prophet from long ago, I will tell you that I believe we are not human beings having a spiritual experience, but spiritual beings having a human experience. Mom was a strong believer, and she loved the Lord. And this love for the Lord was with her even as a child when her dad died. And she and her sisters had to go to work as domestics to help make ends meet. Sadly, when she made $5 for a day's work, her mother, my grandmother, would take all of it and go gamble it away. Grandmother always thought that she could win big, but like most poor people, she never did. My mother learned that lesson and went about savings and self-preservation too. After that, she would tell her mom that she only made $2.50, as in $2.50, and saved the rest. That's a lesson in wealth building that will serve my mother well for life. Always put something aside for yourself and your future. But the first lesson my mother taught me was about grit, resilience, and faith. My mother was spiritual, but she didn't take any mess either. When it came to her children, so she dealt with her then ex-husband, the father of my two older siblings, abuse, and prayed to God for an exit. With her family from then East St. Louis, enter my dad to be, who was making his way through East St. Louis on his way to purchase a new car in Detroit. Then he saw my mother, and everything in his life in hours changed. My mother packed up her two kids, and my dad drove them all back to Los Angeles, where they built a life together and a small conglomerate, which included our own home, a gas station, and 8-unit apartment building and a cement contracting business. My mother, because of the way she was raised, could save it. Unfortunately, my father never listened to my mother, and ultimately, they lost everything. Everything, 100% of our generational wealth up until this point, including that $4,000 she had saved for my brother's college tuition. And so, my mother left my dad, once again packing her kids, this time all three of them, now including me. There was a second lesson for my mother, a lesson about consistency, selfishness, financial literacy, and the power of saving. My mother went to live with a friend to save money to buy her first home, which she purchased in Compton, California. I grew up in that house. What I didn't realize then was that 15502 South Fraley Avenue was not just shelter. It was wealth building for the working single mother. It was access to equity, value appreciation, and real wealth creation. Mom went on to buy and sell 7 homes, building equity that she would later use to fund down payments for first homes for my brother and sister. The final business lesson from my mother came to me as a young man. Interestingly, it was the same one taught to me by my billionaire business partner and friend Tony Wrestler later in my life. You make money during the day, but only build wealth during your sleep. It's called compounding. This lesson is the gift that just keeps on giving. This is the wealth creation formula for the vast and vastly underserved and for the struggling middle class who think that a steady paycheck is the route to a successful life. Mama has been promoted, now going on to a better place. But by but boy, did she make a magnificent difference while she was here amongst us on this earth and inside of me. Every time I think about $4,000 my mother saved for my brother and the dreams it held, my heart aches a little. For only my father had known then what I know now. The beauty of compounding, the power that lies in smart financial choices, the strength of tools like the child savings account. Remember, my best friend George and OC, the man who saved my life, both of them were murdered in front of me for not a lot of money. Imagine if they could see the world we're working to create now. A neighborhood where chasing the bag isn't the ultimate goal. Imagine if they had been able to be a part of a community that inspired legal entrepreneurship, where smart isn't just encouraged, it's celebrated. The brilliance of George and the wisdom of OC could have thrived. I correct that. Could have thrived. I repeat that. Could have thrived. Creating legacies we'll all be proud of. I've been talking a lot about reimagining the American dream throughout this book. It's more than just a catchphrase. It's about leveling the playing field, making sure we're all getting a fair shot. No more elbows and shoves, but an open hand offering help to one another. A nation lifting each and every one of her citizens. America has never been afraid of competition, but globally, I'm going to say that again, but globally and domestically, but what if we competed with respect and equality? That's America we aim for. A place where talents from everywhere want to be, not because of the glitz and glam, but because of its land of real, tangible opportunity. Lincoln, Douglas, King, and Young, those names ring in our ears as a constant reminder of what could have been, what was lost, and what can be regained. They paved the way, did the work, and have contributed greatly to our world and society. Now, we're here to finish the mission, to take their dream of economic freedom for all and make it everyday reality. Every child armed with financial wisdom, every family sowing seeds of generational wealth, and every community embracing mutual respect and collective prosperity. And so, even, even as I reflect on my journey and the journey of America, those early days, the struggles, the lessons, and the dreams, I continue to feel this surge of hope. Not just a fleeting kind, but one deep rooted in belief. One on to something special here. The transformation of our nation is happening right here, right now. with each one of us playing a part. Let's remember, it's not just about investing dollars, but investing in souls, in futures, in dreams. We've come a long way, but the road ahead, that's the most exciting part. Every step we take, every choice we make brings us closer to the shared vision. So here's to America, to our journey, to our truly equal opportunities for all, to the brighter, economically inclusive tomorrow we're building together. Let's keep the momentum going. After all, the best chapters are the ones we write together. I appreciate y'all time. That was a chapter from my favorite book, Financial Literacy for All. One of my favorite books. My top 3 favorite books in no order is Financial Literacy for All by John O'Brien, Contagious by Jonah Berger, and The Bible by G.O.D. himself. But Financial Literacy for All is about disrupting struggle, advancing financial freedom, and building a new American middle class by John O'Brien. So later today or tomorrow, I'll be reading the chapter of Financial Literacy Resources. Thank y'all for your time. Hope y'all started the New Year's good. Keep thriving, reaching your goals, obtaining your goals because it's already done. And keep your head up. We global.